everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Abnormal Garage. I'm Bo. This is my brother Brody. He's the one that has the GF8 that we just got done dipping, that awesome red color. We're moving on to the next project, which is going to be installing coilovers. He just picked these up, so I'll let him go ahead and tell you about them.
Yeah, I went and got these from Raceland. There's a couple I was debating between. There's the Ultimos and like one before that, and then these are the Primos. These are the most expensive ones. I went with these just because it had adjustable dampening. These are like $5.99, so not too bad. I just didn't want to spend like a crazy amount on like chain or stance. So
Let's see what we get.
right when you open it up, you get all the adjustable tools. You know what those are.
Yeah, so you just the height. It comes like little, it's like extensors to mess with dampening on those.
Some stickers, slap those on your ride.
Oh yeah, and add some horsepower.
And then the voiding warranty label just tells you like not to use an impact gun. Don't like use a wrench on the middle of the coilover, which is obvious.
Which one are these here?
These look like fronts.
Oh, that truck's gonna go out. Yeah, I heard outside. So is that the front? Yeah, that's the front. These ones are the fronts here. They got the adjustable camera on top. It looks like it's also got the dampener on top, which is gonna be really nice. So you go from a softer ride to like a firm, stiff, like track-oriented ride. This one's the rear.
Yeah, these are the rears.
There's no camber adjustment on those.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about these coils. That's why I ended up going with them.
They're pretty low price too for what they are.
Yeah, not a cheap eBay coil, but not a performance coilover by any means.
So this one's another front. Kind of like the colorway on these two, the black and white.
Yeah, the white is sweet. Too bad my car's not blue.
Yeah.
The GC died.
We can always change it.
Yeah, and the other rear.
Yeah, these seem like some pretty quality coilovers, so they're pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that comes in the box. Coilovers, warranty stickers, and then your tools for adjustment and all that stuff.
So I guess our next step to do is we're going to pull the car in, jack it up, and then go and put these on and see how low we can get.
Yep.
First things first, we gotta take off these bolts here, get rid of this bolt back here, and we have to undo our brake line, which is connected to the strut here. So we'll get that out, and then we'll put our new coilover in. So it looks like we ran into our first issue. This bracket back here is connected, so we're gonna have to cut that off somehow, or maybe somebody did cut it.
Yeah, it looks like we just bend it.
Yeah, let's just bend it out of the way then. Try to slide that out. So next up, we got to get these three loose, and then the strut should just drop down. I guess you might just hold it.
Wow.
There it is, the old spring.
There's our first strut.
Joe Deere tape.
That thing's junk.
Yeah.
Now to put in a nice coilover. The first coil's on. I think this is the
Speed sensor?
yes, wheel speed wire. And we got our brake line. We got to put this bracket that they give us, hooked it on there. Hopefully this works since it's out of the way. It looks like it wasn't stretching out, so it should be good there. We'll have to go back in and torque all these down. Same thing with the top ones up above. But we'll go ahead and move on to the back now. So apparently my camera died, so I wasn't able to film installing the rear coilover here. But I'll go and give you guys a show here. We ended up getting it in. I think the last thing you guys saw was me taking these two bolts out. We had to go through, take the brake line off because it was connected to this strut here on the factory one, which is right here. We ended up having to cut it out. Then from the inside, we had to go through the trunk, take off these plastic pieces that are on top of the strut, undo those 3 bolts there, and then the coilover just drop, or the shock and strut springs just drops out. Put the coilover in, and we got that done. But the only thing we ran into is a small issue over here on the front passenger side. We ended up pulling the shock out, and we had noticed that the CV boot was leaking or had some grease around it. So when we dropped the shock, the whole assembly popped out from the CV shaft. So you guys can see CV shaft is just laying there. There's grease all over it. And I'll grab a light here. But you can see on the inside here, it's pretty messy. So I'm gonna have to replace that CV shaft now. So it's gonna take a couple days or so to order the parts. Hopefully, well, maybe not a couple days. Maybe I can pick it up tomorrow or something. But yeah, so there's going to definitely be a part 2 to this. We'll get that CV shaft installed and keep you guys updated. Go ahead and stick around for that. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.